Hey guys, welcome to Never Boring, Wednesday, 18th of March 2020. Since I'm boring you to death with knowledge about sobriety and alcohol, etc., I thought, well, we're living in funny times. COVID-19 is hitting the world hard, and many of you won't be able to see my beautiful New Zealand in the way that you were able to just a few days ago. So, from now on, I'm gonna do some filming in places that are just beautiful and outstanding. And like today, I've chosen one of our viewing spots here. Behind me is Lake Tarawera, and more importantly, Mount Tarawera. Mount Tarawera is an extinct volcano, well, as extinct as they come, I guess, in the Pacific Rim of Fire. Indeed, this place was not a clever place to be in 1886 when one of the three hills of the volcano erupted and basically blew a huge amount of ash and molten lava and rocks through the air. In fact, a bit down here is the buried village, which was a Maori village that was pretty much covered and everyone was killed bar one person. So it is a very strange place to be, and it's one of these places which shows you where nature is just so beautiful but also so fickle. It is what it is. It is a rugged beauty that I might as well show you whilst you can't visit me directly, but it's gorgeous. What I want to talk to you about is the problem of withdrawal. If your body has gotten used to the alcohol, then it hates it when you suddenly stop drinking. What was to happen was some quick changes within your system that can hit you even 6 hours, 12 hours after your last drink if you're a heavy drinker and you're not used to not drinking. But even if you are a more moderate social drinker, so to speak, you might actually feel quite ratty and restless and not very happy. That's the mildest form of the withdrawal. However, if your withdrawal is a bit more substantial, then the best description you can think about is that of a nasty tummy bug and a nasty cold at the same time. You feel lousy, you feel yucky, sweating, everything hurts, and then you don't know if you shall vomit first or diarrhea first. So welcome to withdrawal. That can hit you anywhere between 1 and 2 days of you stopping drinking. These changes, this tummy bug and cold mixture, can stay around for quite a few days, 4 or 5 days, without any problem. So what you're experiencing is a nasty withdrawal. Having said that, that is actually not the worst of all things. It can actually get worse to a degree that your mind does no longer work proper. So you might be very confused and very afraid of what you actually experience, because you get all kind of things like hallucinations. You hear things, you feel things, you see ants crawling underneath your skin, you see literally pink elephants or spiders, big spiders crawling around on the wall. That is not uncommon that people tell me that. So what you're talking there is a delirium tremens, so the extreme version of a withdrawal. And it's nasty, nasty work. So bottom line is, it can be anywhere from, hey, feel a bit ratty, to a more or less life-threatening scenario. Because the worse your withdrawal is over there, the more it's a stress on your system. So here you are, you have drunken like a fish, you have had shit nutrition, you didn't really look after yourself for the last 10 years, and now you put your body through a marathon. Because that's exactly what you're doing. So it's the heart is pounding and moving, yet you might have smoked. There might have been several pizzas being stuck in the blood vessels that are going to the heart. So your heart might not cope. So therefore, whilst a withdrawal in its own right is not pretty, it can actually lead on to flow-on effects, such as a heart attack or a stroke or things like that. So, if you want to stop drinking, please do so. And right now with COVID-19 and financial insecurities and the world changing, now is probably a bloody good time to actually consider it. But if you do it, then do it right. In the first instance, do it with the help of a medical professional. You don't need to be an inpatient in a rehab ward unless you are really so brittle and so dangerous, really, from that angle, that you really need 24-hour care, because otherwise you're going to be a real mess and potentially a life-threatening kind of event happening. If you are not that bad, you can just do that with your GP. The GP will maybe have a chat with you, discuss things with you, put you on medication. It makes it a little bit easier. Maybe treat your high blood pressure, maybe treat those things that are potentially go boom in the night before you embark on reducing and stopping the alcohol. If you have the medical backup and if you have the money to actually go into a rehab, then this whole thing will be much quicker over for you, because they will actually say, cool, from today on, no more alcohol. Here are the drugs that you need to calm down. Yes, it won't be pretty, but here's the nutrition and we're going to help you. 3-4 days later, that's it. Done, dusted. And that's a nice thing to do. So if you have the opportunity to do that, please do so. If you don't have the money, if you don't have the medical support, maybe you are living in a place far away. Maybe there are no more GPs around you. What do? Well, if you want to stop, then do so, but do it right. Figure out how much do you actually drink a day. So if you drink something like 2 bottles of wine, well, look at the bottle. On the back, it tells you this is so and so many units in a bottle. Most of them will be 13, 14, thereabouts. So you're drinking basically 28 units or so, or 20 units, whatever your particular poison is, you're drinking that a day. What I want you to do is, I want you to figure out how much each of these units is. That's probably 100 mils, something small glass of wine, or figure out whatever it is in the poison that you drink. So if it is the vodka, the gin, whatever it is, figure that out. And then reduce it by 2 units a day. Okay? So if you drank 22 units yesterday, today you drink 20. Tomorrow, 18. Day after, 16. And so on. Doing it this way, it's very unlikely that you go in a massive withdrawal and end up killing yourself in the process, in the extreme version. So think of it slow but steady. And it's the slow and steady that gets you to your goal. Just as much as we had talked about the habits, and as I described the small changes in daily habits in my book Never Boring, it is the small steps, the regular decisions into the right direction that will see you succeed, that will see you get out there without drinking, without relying on drugs, and actually having a fantastic life, the life that you deserve. Life is beautiful. Life without alcohol is fantastic. So therefore, you can do that. And especially right now in uncertain times, this is, if you need the little push, if you need that little bit of convincing, there's never a better time than now to actually stop drinking and getting on with your life. So please, 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 do it slow, or do it together with a GP, or even better as an inpatient. But do it. You can do it. As such, I want to leave you with my heartfelt wishes for you to get your act together, to get your life sorted, and to join me in my journey on sobriety, and actually also join me in the beautiful places that I have the privilege to live in. So hopefully you join me by, well, to start off with, subscribe that button down there. So subscribe to my channel, and over the next few days we continue with the 25 by 25 challenge, but also I will record it in other places that are gorgeous around our beautiful Rotorua here. Might as well show you the fantastic place that I have the privilege to live in. I know many of you won't be able to come to this country for a little wee while. Maybe put it onto your to-do list, your bucket list. New Zealand is definitely waiting for you. So 25 push-ups. See you tomorrow, guys.